Hi, this is Jason with Mitel, and today we're going to take you through the Mitel Business Dashboard and Customer Service Manager reporting tools. So we'll start by showing you a couple of different capabilities that we have. The most common is going to be historical reporting, and for that we use the Reporter program. So I have it open here. I'm going to pull that up, and I can show you a couple of things that are available to you. So by default, it's going to come up and it's going to take you into this home screen. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll have a section over here for Reporter Basic reports. So with Reporter Basic, this is going to be the main reports that you get in the Mitel Business Dashboard base kit. If you add in the real-time uplift, you'll get the Reporter reports as well. So it'll take you down a little bit further here, give you a few extra reports that are available to you. And then if you have Customer Service Manager, you'll actually get some of the advanced reports on the bottom. Just show you those here quick. Which are more agent-based reports. So the Reporter Pro is what you get with the Customer Service Manager, which is going to give you a lot more agent statistics. So we'll scroll back up here and take you through some of the Reporter Basic reports. I'm running this on a Mitel 5000, but it also works pretty much the same on the 3300 as well, or MCD as well. So a couple basic things. If you want to run a report, you can basically come here, click on the call list, and it's going to show you everything of what's going on. I have a couple different filters that I was running, so we can go ahead and show just things associated with specific people. So if I want to just see the calls that Mike McCarthy had, I can go ahead and click on those, and it'll show me a lot of the different things of who called, or if he made an outbound call, how it took place. I'm going to go back and pull up all calls here. And you can also change the time horizon. So typically it's going to pull up and show you today what was happening. So you can kind of toggle back and forth by what you want. But maybe you want to look at yesterday, this week, last month, last year, certain minute increments. You can basically pull these up and see whatever you want. So we'll just change it to the month. And you can see there's a lot more calls in here. There are a few other reports you can run in here. Maybe you want to look at an extension-based report. So here I'm looking at a couple of different phones on the system. And I can see exactly how many calls were taken, what the talk times were, what the wait times were, etc. Okay. Should you want to go into more detail, we can go down into the Reporter reports. Maybe you want to look at specific calls by half hour. Here, this is just a demo system, so there's not a ton of traffic going through this. But I can see at the different periods of the day when my calls came in and went out, and kind of what happened with those. Again, you can filter these out using the same filters you have. So maybe I only want to look at calls that came in for penalty complaints. I can click on here, and it'll show me that there's just one call that happened to come in today for that. So a lot of different things you can do from a historical perspective. So this is kind of going to be what you're going to get out of the box with the Business Dashboard component. Another component that you'll get with Business Dashboard is going to be the Real Viewer. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that up. And Real Viewer is essentially a tile-based view. That's going to show you kind of what's going on. So how many calls came in that were answered today, how many calls were abandoned, how many were outbound calls, what our service levels are, and you can basically create as many of these tiles as you want. You'll also see things going in real time, so I'm going to go ahead and place a call into the queue here. You'll see the calls ringing, and you'll notice down on the right-hand side it shows me one call waiting and the longest wait time currently available for that. Okay, as that call gets answered, it'll go ahead and clear back down and show you that there's no calls waiting. So you have some different statistical information that you can see going throughout the day. Are applicable here as well for things like filters. So if I want to go down and filter just calls that were for BJ Raji or create my own filter, I can come in here, name the filter. Maybe I want to search based on a specific device, and let's just say I want to look and create a filter for Charles Woodson in this case. I can go and click on that, name the filter, and now it's going to show me just information associated to that particular device. That device isn't plugged in at the moment, so it's probably not the best one to show you, but you can see how easy it is to create a filter. You can also create additional tiles, so I've kind of tiled mine like the Brady Bunch here. It's 3 by 3. but you can actually go in here and add another filter or add another tile, and you'll see it kind of reformats it. So what information do I want to see? Do I want to see a call total? Do I want to see active call statistics? Do I want to see percentages? Do I want to see timers? Do I want to see agent statistics or other miscellaneous info? Maybe I just want to show the current time. We'll go ahead and choose that one. I can label it, hit OK, and now you'll see the actual time of day that this is taking place. So pretty easy to be able to go in and create those tiles as well. So those are kind of the base package of what you get with Mitel Business Dashboard to be able to monitor what's going on not only historically but also what's going on in real time. If we take and look at the next level of reporting, that's going to be what we call the real-time uplift to Mitel Business Dashboard. And what you get with the real-time uplift is, again, you're going to get some additional reports, which are going to be this section of reporter reports here, kind of making my way down. So you'll get some more summaries by week, month, year, time of day, day of week, those kinds of things. Give you a little bit more granularity to what's going on. It's also going to give you something called Reporter Real Time, which is a link up on the top here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it'll pull up my Reporter Real Time. And this is going to give you a lot more granularity as to what's going on currently in the system. So it's very similar to the capability of what you have with RealViewer, but you can get a lot tighter on it and see more info. So things like multi-stat tiles. So over on this side here, I can see what we call a multi-stat tile. So this is showing me what's going on. In this case, I'm looking at all calls. So today we took 9 calls into the system. They were all inbound. 4 of them were abandoned. Currently, there's nobody waiting, but the longest wait time today was 16 seconds. The average time to abandon, et cetera. And you can go in and change all these stats based on whatever you feel is important. If I wanted to go in and adjust some of these things, I can go in and make some adjustments to what I'm seeing. So I want to maybe add a stat or move where it is in the system. I can go ahead and add another stat into this. And let's just say we're going to look for total outbound calls, for example. Hit OK, and that's going to add that in there. Okay, so you can very easily change those. You'll also notice if I place another call back into the queue, you'll see here I'm currently have a call ringing. You'll notice down here the graph of the longest wait time. It'll actually go in and show you what's going on. I can also double click on the title bar, and it'll actually show you as that call is waiting longer and longer what's going on. And once we reach that maximum wait time, it's going to show them going at the same level. Okay. Go ahead and clear that down, and you'll see that it goes back to a normal state. Okay. Some of the other things you have the ability to see is if people are on the phone, you have the station viewer. So let me go ahead and pull this up. Here's my station viewer, so I can see who's on the phone. As somebody picks up and calls another person, I can go ahead and take these off hook. You'll see that now BJ and Mike are currently on the line. So I can see that I don't want to go ahead and call them, and you can see if you hover over it who that calls to. So here BJ's talking to Mike, so you can see they're talking to each other. You can see other stats associated with that. Go back and clear these down. Some of the other things you can do is you can see the same kind of information as a list. Should have kept the call up and running here. So I'm going to go back, set these up again. And you can see here it shows these guys are on the call and who they're talking to here, so you can get a lot of great statistics. System I'm running on doesn't have agents in it, but it gives you the same kind of information for agents. And right now I don't have any trunks connected, so those are idle as well. But you can see all that kind of information will change through here. You can very easily go and add tiles just like you would with anything else. Maybe you want to have some kind of graph to show you some different information. We can go ahead and do that. Go ahead and leave that as what it is. I show my total calls, and I want to show, we'll just show these, a couple of them here. And I can choose what kind of graph I want to see. Maybe I want to see it as a pie chart or something like that. Kind of a bad example because I don't have any outbound calls, but you'll see what I mean by what you can do with these different things. Go back here. maybe I want to see it more as a bar graph. I can go and adjust this, and then I can place those tiles wherever I want. Or if I want, I can go ahead and remove it right from here. So, okay. A couple other features that you're going to have available to you if you go to the real-time uplift is something called Auto Reporter. Auto Reporter allows you to be able to go in and schedule, create a schedule so that these reports can automatically be delivered to you. So maybe you want to go in and create a new schedule for this. I can have it email you every, let's just choose every day since it's the daily schedule, every 1 day. And then I can go ahead and add different filters and things into this to have it automatically done. So I want to go ahead and get some different information that's going to come in here, total inbound calls, for example. I want to also have calls overflowed inbound. And then I can go and configure how I want this to happen. So normally this would be on a system that has Excel running, and it can actually distribute those in Excel. In this one, I don't currently have Excel running on it, so it will only allow me to do certain things. Maybe I want to do it as a web-based portal. Go into this. Yeah, go ahead and create this. And it'll deposit it wherever I want it to go. I can go ahead and create that to be able to publish automatically. I'm going to cancel this because I don't want it to be running a bunch of reports on the system while I'm not using it. Okay. So that's kind of the look and feel of what you're going to get with Reporter Real Time and then the business dashboard capability. Some of the other things you have would be if you wanted to have agent-based reports. Again, probably not the best way to show this since I don't have agents running on the system, but you also have agent reports available to you that'll show you different information based on agent down in these. If you're implementing multimedia, you can also have multimedia as well show up in some of these types of statistics. So here's one where I'm looking at my service levels. So in this case, during my different time periods, how many calls were answered in 5 seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. So you can see kind of what your service levels are coming into. And then if you want, you can always come in and export these types of reports to a file that makes a little bit more sense to you. So let's go ahead in here. I'm just going to do it as a web page because I know I don't have Excel on here. And we'll just dump it to the desktop. Okay, so that's what the report would look like. It automatically pulls it up in the web page, and you can have that in a little bit prettier look and feel to be able to distribute out to management, etc. So close this. You can also do different summaries. Maybe you want to sum up everything for a day. You can go ahead and gives you it in a little bit different look and feel. You'll notice at the bottom of the page all of the different reports are all kind of tabular in here, and I can go in and open and close these at will. You'll also notice if I'm in there, I can go in and refresh the report. So if I have reports that I'm constantly looking at and I want to keep them up on the system, I can just refresh it periodically to see kind of what's going on for that period of time, or typically daily you'd be using something like this. You also have options to go ahead and build your own tariff schedules to cost to allocate if that's what you feel is necessary. So that's just a brief overview of what we're able to do with Mitel Business Dashboard and Customer Service Manager. There are a few other things that are available, things like Call Viewer, Connection Assistant, which give you some real-time capabilities at the agent desktop. But this is more of a demo to show you what you could do to see the real-time and historical reporting. Hope that gives you a little bit of an overview of what we have capable. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call.